from parents, players, coaches, and all involved with the team. Carthage Ag Service Seed, your local Asgrow and DeKalb dealer.
Welcome back here to Lamar High School, and this is the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show. Thought I talked to Coach Matt Powell prior to the ball game, and he gave me Lamar's keys to victories tonight. First, he said we've got a guard number 3, Kai Brown. You know, we know that he's going to be the leader on the team for Mount Vernon this season. Been a starter there at Mount Vernon for the last few years. So that's the first thing that we've got to do is we got to guard him. They can't let him beat them. Second, he said we've got to keep number 30 and number 42 off the boards. Number 30, of course, being Dominic Dawson. Number 42, Tristan Jones, the other 2 seniors to go along with Brown. And that, you know, and that's going to be difficult tonight. You know, we're unfortunately down one of our taller rebounders. So, you know, we're going to have to block out. Going to have to do a good job on those 2. Last thing he said is we're going to have to increase the pace of the game. Going to have to speed it up a little bit. He said, now I don't want to be full bore run and gun, but he said we're going to need the pace to you know, stay on the higher side. I kind of had a feeling that maybe, you know, Todd, which we talked about against Stockton the other night with the girls, that the bench for Mount Vernon may not be quite as strong as our bench, and that's why he's going to try to keep the pace up.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and tell you the players that Lamar has out tonight, and that will be Mason Gastel and Joel Beshore is both on the COVID restrictions, I guess you would say.
Yeah, they're in the COVID protocol.
They are both here with masks on. And then Austin Wilkerson came down on somebody's foot down at Neosho over the holidays, and I talked to his dad a while ago. He'll be having surgery on his right foot.
Yeah, it'll be tough for the Tigers tonight without those 3. We've seen those 3 in the beginning of the season here, the early season, that they have, you know, they're a big part of what Lamar does on the court. And so, you know, just like I said in the pregame, you know, opening, that it's next man up mentality. You know, you can't feel sorry for anybody, and Mount Vernon's sure not going to feel sorry for us. So, you know, next player up, you got to step up, you got to play, you got to be ready to go.
Yeah, and, you know, it'll be interesting to see how Coach Powell manages it, because a lot of times he was switching Beshore for Wilkerson on, you know, offense and defense, and you know, giving each other's breaks on that, because, you know, they're both really quick and got good hands. So it'll be kind of neat to see what he comes up with tonight. Be a little bit of a challenge for him.
You know, Todd, Lamar is blessed this year. They've got a lot of senior leadership on this team, you know, and so some of those kids we're talking about that's not going to be able to play, it's going to allow other seniors to be able to start this game.
Right.
Players like Ethan Reed, players like you know, Trace Wilhite, you know, Riley Heckaden is back playing, maybe not at 100%, but he's back playing. You know, they're going to have to contribute. Gunnar Dillon is going to have to contribute tonight, and you know, like I said, get this thing going and try to make sure that we give Mount Vernon another loss.
Right, and you know, hate to kick somebody when they're down, but be nice to kick some green while they're down.
Yeah, you know, I was kind of surprised when I looked at the schedules to see Mount Vernon at 0-10 already this season. I can tell you by watching them warm up that there's no obvious reason that they're 0-10.
Yeah,
they've got athleticism, they've got height, you know, they've got a lot of players out. So, you know, we'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, did you look at their schedule to see actually who they played? But
yeah, I briefly looked at it. You know, they were in an early season tournament. I saw that. You know, but I did not really pay attention to.
Yeah, it looks like they were down at Branson in that same tournament that I said last night the girls played. Looks like they lost to Crane, Aurora, and Fair Grove, which I think Fair Grove's pretty good this year.
Aurora's much improved in the Big 8 this year as well.
And they've also lost to Monette, so they don't have any scores from the blue and gold, but they were in that. So so over Christmas vacation.
Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, it'd be good to give Mount Vernon another notch in that loss column tonight, and hopefully the boys can step up and do that. Let's take another 2-minute break, Todd. We come back. we'll get ready for the start of the game and have the Gearheads Garage starting lineups and the Gearheads Garage tip. You're listening to the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show, Lamar Tiger basketball on My Country 101.7 KHST.
Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust, your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Your busy lifestyle requires banking options like mobile deposit and people-to-people pay. With locations in Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri, let Community National Bank and Trust keep your finances safe and your spending smarter. Visit mybankcnb.com for a location near you. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome.
Tiger football isn't just a game, it's a tradition. Everyone at Baldwin Auto Repair wishes the Tigers a safe and successful season. Your second biggest expenditure is usually your vehicle, and when things go wrong, the longer you wait, the worse it can get. Baldwin Auto Repair has the equipment and experience to check your car out before that little thing becomes a big one. They can fix whatever problem your vehicle is having quickly and with rates that are hard to beat. For whatever is ailing your pride and joy, call Zach at Baldwin Auto Repair, 417-681-0848.
Back here at Lamar High School, Todd McDonald, Chad Moore going to bring this varsity matchup between Mount Vernon and Lamar to you tonight. Also, just to let you know, if you're tuning in to the radio, you can also catch us with video tonight. That's nice to have. It's the first time we've had that. Michael Moyer's up here with us, and he's got video going. And, so we're glad that he's with us to bring this game to you. And hopefully we can bring another Tiger win to you guys tonight. We always want to do that, Todd.
Yeah, Michael's been up here trying to work out bugs. He's got, I don't know how many cameras he's got, 2 or 3 cameras going up here, so he'll be able to give you some different angles. So the YouTube channel is going to be a little better tonight, and hopefully it's synced up pretty close to what's going on out there. So be fun to watch tonight.
Todd, we talked a little bit about the keys to victory that Coach Powell brought us, and Kai Brown, he's been here at Mount Vernon on that starting lineup at last 2-3 seasons, or at least getting a lot of varsity minutes the last 3 seasons. That's somebody that the Tigers are going to have to pay a lot of attention to tonight, and be interesting to see. I'm sure Coach Powell will throw a lot of defensive lineups and setups at them. Expect to see more than just a man-to-man. I expect to see some different things, and then one of the interesting things too that we talked about is trying to keep Mount Vernon off the boards. You got a 6'4" senior in Tristan Jones. He's all of 6'4", just looking at him. He's going to be tough to keep off the boards. Also, Dominic Dawson, number 30. He's a strong, definitely a football player. He's running back to the locker room right now, and looks like he's a fullback or something like that for the football team. Big, strong kid. So Tigers are going to have their hands full trying to keep them off the boards tonight, Todd.
Yeah, they are. They got some good-looking kids out there, and it'll probably kind of depend on how the game's refereed. Got to adapt anymore. It seems like we was talking about that today at work, and I said, you just usually whoever can adapt is who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, and it's interesting too. We've seen this Tiger team last year and this year play at a different pace. Coach said that he wanted to kind of speed the pace up just a little bit tonight, but we've seen him do just the opposite. We've seen him speed it way up. We've seen him slow it way down at times, trying to win ball games, Todd.
Right.
So, I was kind of interested to hear what he had to say about that tonight.
Yeah, like last year, we alluded to earlier about East Newton being real good last year. And we went down there, and that's exactly what he did down there. Was he slowed the game way down. And, we basically stayed in the gym with a team that, we probably had no business being in the gym with because they were that good. And then the last 2 or 3 minutes, he just told him, he said, all right, now you can play. And we seen exactly what East Newton could do at that point.
Yeah, and he kept the kids in the game, like you said, right there into the first quarter. I believe we had the lead, or we were right there tied with East Newton. So the pace of the game, especially in a high school game, is really, really important. So hopefully Lamar can push that pace and, control the pace tonight and try to speed Mount Vernon up a little bit. Todd, what does that do, of course, to a team when you try to make them play at a faster pace than they want to play?
Well, we kind of seen it, I'd say, last night in the girls' game. Mount Vernon kind of, they kind of dictated what was going on and sped Lamar up, and Lamar just had a hard time scoring the ball. And at the end of the day, they're just teenage kids,
Yep.
and there's a lot of things that go on, that really mess with them, and that's why, I always like changing defenses a lot. They say, well, they ought to be able to adapt, but a lot of times a kid, gets used to playing against a man-to-man defense, and then you go to a zone and they're just lost for a while.
It takes one matchup that you can exploit when you do that, and we saw it in the JV game. They had done that. Mount Vernon was down here on defense. Lamar kind of had pushed the ball a little bit, and one of the players threw it into a Lamar player, and the Mount Vernon team was out of position on defense, and the guard just turned around and said, "Score!" And the kid turned around, nobody behind him, So that'll happen from time to time when a team is kind of a little bit mixed up and out of sorts. We saw last night that the varsity girls for Lamar had Mount Vernon speed them up. And unfortunately for our girls, it created a lot of turnovers for our girls, created a lot of fouls. And, after the first quarter, when it started that second quarter and to halftime was when it really was evident and noticeable. And Mount Vernon, put up 21 more points than Lamar did in that one quarter alone.
Right. And, the fouls were big on that, and that's what I say anymore. It's you kind of just got to fill out how it's going to be officiated. If they're not going to call much, you got to be aggressive and play strong. And if they're going to call fouls, then you kind of got to reel it in and just adapt to what the game gives you.
Now we are going to have the national anthem, so we're going to take another 2-minute break here. And we'll come back for more. When we come back, we will have the Gearheads Garage starting lineup and the Gearheads Garage tip. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Basketball on My Country 101.7 KHST.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearheads. Gearheads Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offer full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearheads. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearheads. Gearheads Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
73 degrees and I'm loving it.
71 degrees, please.
When it comes to keeping your home cool this summer, what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with a new Rheem AC system that'll keep you cool, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort this summer.
72 degrees and I'm good to go.
Get professional service on all brands of equipment from Jones Plumbing, Heat and Air in Lamar, your local Rheem contractor. Call them today at 417-682-2780.
If you're afraid of going to the dentist, you should consider visiting Dr. Jeff Moyer and exploring the idea of sedation dentistry. Dr. Moyer can fix your teeth, restore sore gums, and brighten your smile without discomfort. By taking advantage of the sedation dentistry option, you'll feel like you slept through your appointment. No more hiding your smile or putting up with unnecessary tooth pain. Find out how sedation dentistry can change your life. Call Dr. Moyer's office at 417-682-5871 to make an appointment today.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices.
How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills?
Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing,
Electrical, paint,
building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Lamar High School. This is the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show. And now for the Gearheads Garage starting lineups. First, for the Mount Vernon Mountaineers, number 3, a 6'1" senior Kai Brown. Number 12, 6-foot freshman Jarrett Zerby. Number 23, a 6-foot junior Caleb Rinker. Number 30, a 6'2 senior, Dominic Dawson. And number 42, a 6'4 senior, Tristan Jones. Mountaineers are head coached by Mike Ray, assistant coaches Jim Klein and Caleb Cason. For your Lamar Tigers, number 5, a 5'8 sophomore, Ian Gugi. Number 13, a 6'2 senior, Ethan Reed. Number 20, a 5'11 senior, Riley Heckaden. Number 22, a 6'2 senior, Trace Wilhite. And number 24, a 5'9 senior, Connor Schaff. Tigers are head coached by Matt Powell, assistant coach Tanner McNutt and Wyatt Hall. Well, Todd, lace them up. Here we go. Going to have the Gearheads Garage tip. Wilhite will tip it against Tristan Jones to start it out here. Tigers need to jump on Mount Vernon early here if we can. And the tip is controlled by the Tigers. Ethan Reed has it, gets it to Heckaden, top of the key, crossover dribble, gets into the lane, gets it to Gugi underneath the basket, now out to Reed. Fakes the three-pointer, dribbles it into the lane, now finds Wilhite. Wilhite backing down, spin the move, turn around, off the backboard, no good, rebounded by Jones of Mount Vernon. They'll clear it out here and get it to Brown. So we'll see what they do, Todd, on Brown. Right now, Heckaden guarding him man-to-man. They've got a couple screens set up top. He gets it to Jones, back to Brown. Dribble into the free throw line by Brown, out to Jones. Three-pointer is good for Jones for Mount Vernon. Quickly down the floor, Schaff, Wilhite, now they swing it back around into Heckaden's hands. Back to Reed on the right wing. Reed holds, now finds Schaff and around to Wilhite. They're giving Wilhite that three-pointer, Todd. We'll see if he takes one later tonight. Heckaden. Now to Gugi. Gugi, I'd like to see Gugi take off the dribble there. You know, we know how quick he is, his ability to get into the lane. That would be supreme for the Tigers tonight. Tigers are going to pull it out. 6:39 to go. Mount Vernon leading 3-0 here early. Schaff gets a screen from Wilhite. Thought about the three. Gets it off to Wilhite. Wilhite now to Gugi.
Mount Vernon playing some pretty good man-to-man defense right here, Chad.
You bet. Heckaden off to Reed. Tigers doing a good job being patient here early. Nothing, don't want to turn over here to start this thing out. Let's get a good shot. Make them run this defense a while. Schaff with a three from the three-corner from the left wing, and that is a three-point Lamar Bank and Trust shot there by Schaff to tie the ball game at 3.
Yeah, he got rid of that one pretty quick, Chad.
You bet. Just under 6 minutes. Brown and Heckaden kind of doing battle here. Both of them had hit the deck there.
Oh, he walked.
Jones. Nice call, Todd. They flipped it to Jones on the baseline, and Jones traveled with it. That turnover was going to get the ball back to the Tigers.
I thought he was going to dunk it, but he walked first.
Reed inbounds it to Schaff. Schaff's going to bring it up slowly to the right wing. Gets a screen there from Wilhite. Reed now with it. Kind of a little weave action. Pass a little too strong there for Gugi. Got him right in the forehead. Luckily, he was able to control it. Back to Heckaden, top of the key. Now they swing it back there to Reed and to Schaff in the right corner. Schaff swinging again, now to Gugi.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, Gugi should have take him right to the hole with that. He's so quick, I don't think he can stay with Gugi. Reed now down the right side of the lane, gets it Wilhite there, short corner. Ball's tapped around, Wilhite able to control it, throws it back out, turnover by Lamar. Brown to Jones on a fast break, no good. Gugi brings it up for Lamar, gets into the lane. Oh, and an offensive foul called there on Gugi. Stepping in front was the Mount Vernon player. That's going to be the first team foul on Lamar and the first personal on Gugi. Still 3-3 ball game, 4:43 to go in the first quarter. Brown going to bring it up for Mount Vernon. Heckaden got a hand on the ball there. Now they get it to Jones with Wilhite on him. Jones tries to battle through it, unable to get it. Oh, and an offensive foul called on Wilhite when he was just trying to get a little bit of space off the rebound. Jones was all over him. I don't agree with that one. That's the second personal, second team foul on Lamar, first personal on Trace Wilhite. It will be Mount Vernon basketball. They're going to inbound it here on the baseline. Brown to key it in. Gets it there out to Zerby, the freshman. Now Turner has it. Nice dish off there to Brown, and he puts it up and in with the left hand. 5-3, Mount Vernon leading Lamar. Googie, Reed now to Choff. He fires another three from the corner, misses, rebounded there offensively by Wilhite. Into Schaff in the paint. Little turnaround jumper's good for Schaff to tie the ball game at 5. Under 4 minutes to go. 5-5 tie here. Mount Vernon with the basketball. Brown will bring it across. Gets it to Zerby. Zerby dribbles against Googie now. Gets it off to Dawson. Now to Brown. Three-pointer by Brown off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Jones. That's just what we were talking about, Todd. But Jones tried to get it down to Dawson, and he throws it away. Got to try to keep those guys off the defensive and offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that three-pointer was a long rebound. I think Lamar had them boxed out pretty well. You know, they had a triangle under there and had them boxed out, but just a long rebound, and he's long and got long arms, and he just gathered that thing up.
But at least the Tigers got the turnover there, so Tigers have the basketball back, tied up at 5. Heckaden now gets it off to Wilhite. Little weave action down the lane. Wilhite with the right hand. He gets it to go and gets fouled. Nice job by Trace Wilhite with the drive down the lane. That foul's going to go against Turner. He picks up his first personal and the first team foul for Mount Vernon. Trace Wilhite to the Carthage Ag Service free throw line to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Just off the back of the backboard and rim, no good. Rebounded there by Dawson for Mount Vernon. Flips it to Brown. Brown will bring it across. Gets it to Zerby. Googie guarding him. And into Brown. Brown, top of the key with Heckaden on him. And an illegal screen by Dawson. And it'll be Tiger basketball again. That illegal screen on Dawson is his first personal, and Mount Vernon's second team foul here in the first half. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Schaff will bring it up for Lamar. Lamar leading by 2, 7-5. Schaff probes the right side, now hits the three. Oh, just a little short off the front of the rim, but Trace Wilhite there for the offensive rebound and put back. I thought that one was in by Schaff. It looked pretty smooth, but Trace Wilhite right there to collect the offensive rebound and the putback. 9-5 is the lead now for Lamar. Down the other end, Jones with a 17-footer goes in for Jones for Mount Vernon. 9-7 now. Tigers lead by 2. 2:22 to go first quarter. Googie has the basketball right side of the floor. Finds Heckaden. Now to Schaff. Schaff waits for a screen to come from Wilhite. Thought maybe a little give and go action there, but Wilhite swings it back around. Now going to get it into Googie's hands. Back to Schaff, top of the key. Schaff over to Wilhite. Finds Gunnar Dillon, short corner, to come into the ball game. Another senior there on the floor for the Tigers. Dillon around to Schaff. Schaff had a little space there. He could have maybe taken another one from the corner. Heckaden, though, with a nice little spin move, gets to the paint, gets to Wilhite. Wilhite puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Gunnar Dillon, no good, but Wilhite there for another offensive rebound and a putback. 11-7, Tigers lead by 4. Tigers doing some damage underneath on the offensive rebounds and putbacks. 1:20 to go here, first quarter. Tigers lead 11-7. Pretty physical ball game. Pass inside to Jones. He can't handle it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Tiger basketball on the turnover. Googie going to come out. Going in for the Tigers is Jackson Harrod. Harrod will come down and take the inbound from Schaff. Give it back to Schaff. Schaff will bring it up. I like what Wilhite's doing down underneath, Todd, so far in this ball game. He's controlling the offensive rebound, and he's putting it back up. Good game for Wilhite here early.
Coach Powell calling out what he wants here.
Schaff with the basketball, right wing extended out, now brings it back top. And they got something cooking here. Wilhite now into the lane. I thought they were going to give it to him. Gets it to Heckaden. Now to Gunnar Dillon. Left wing. Tigers may hold for the last one here as we get to 35. Gunnar Dillon, though, backs down. And nice shot off the backboard with the left hand by Gunnar Dillon. Tigers now up 6, 13-7. 24 seconds to go here. Herbert with the basketball. They get it into Brown's hands with Heckaden on him. Three-pointer by Brown, top of the key, goes in. 13-10, Tigers lead by 3 with 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Schaff was trying to get the foul on Brown as he held his arm, and no call as he shoots the three-pointer there from the top of the key. In the first quarter, Tigers lead at 13-10. Let's take a break, come back for the second quarter. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Basketball on My Country 101.7 KHST.
Hey DQ fans, the DQ Loaded A1 Steakhouse Burger is here, and it's stacked high with savory flavors. It's 2 100% beef patties grilled to perfection, strips of crispy bacon, and a pile of golden onion rings, all topped with thick and hearty A1 steak sauce and creamy peppercorn sauce. That's right, 2 premium steak sauces. If you're wondering how it's possible to pack in that much steakhouse goodness on one burger, you'll just have to taste it for yourself. Enjoy the new Loaded A1 Steakhouse Burger today at DQ.
Back to Lamar High School. Tigers lead after the end of the first quarter, 13-10. And Todd, you know, some good things there. First quarter, Tigers owning the boards and able to get some easy putbacks.
Yeah, and you know, it's just like what we expected to see. Very fast, very physical. They're actually talking to Wilhite a little bit there, and I think they went over and talked to Mount Vernon's big man too, you know, and said they're going to watch them, you know, so don't get out of hand here.
The two that I see that's really being physical are Heckaden and Brown.
Yeah.
They've both hit the deck multiple times here and pushing off and bumping, and you know, so we'll see how long they're going to allow them to play like that. Brown tried to get it out to Zerby, and a nice job by Gunnar Dillon getting a fingertip on it. Goes off the side, out of the sideline, out of bounds there, so it'll be Mount Vernon ball again. Brown will bring it up with Heckaden on him. 7:40 to go here, second quarter. Tigers up by 3, 13-10. Herbert with it, finds Jones, top of the key, hands it back to Herbert for Mountaineer, and ball on the ground, and it's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow is going to go to Lamar, I believe, so it'll be a turnover there with the possession arrow. Lamar will control the basketball here. 7:27 to go, second quarter.
Yeah, Googie saw a fumble there, and he jumped on it.
Nice job by, putting his body on the floor and diving after that basketball. Gets another possession for Lamar. Googie drives on Herbert, and Herbert not able to stay with him and has to push off. That foul is going to be on Herbert. His first personal and third team foul against Mount Vernon. That's what Googie needs to do. We need him driving to the basket more often if he can. Schaff now to swinging to the right side. Heckaden had it. Now he gets a screen, and they're going to swing it around instead to Schaff, back to Heckaden.
Yeah, Coach Powell's telling Googie to shoot the ball.
Googie gets into the lane, kind of gets into trouble, finds Wilhite. Cross court, Heckaden, three-pointer by Heckaden, off the back of the rim. Corralled in there by Jones for Mount Vernon. Gets it off to Brown. They'll bring it up the floor. Tigers still up 3. Brown able to get into the lane, and a foul's going to be committed on the Tigers. We're going to see who they're going to get here for this personal foul. That'll be the third team foul on Lamar, and it's going to be the second personal on Googie. Reed is going to come back into the ball game for Dillon. Looks like Coach Powell's going to leave Googie in here with the second personal foul. 6:49 to go, second quarter. Jones with it. Now to Herbert. Brown unable to control it, and then he gets it back. I thought Heckaden was going to get it. He gets it back off there to Zerby. Zerby with Schaff on him, and a bad pass stolen away by the Tigers. Reed up court to Schaff. Schaff back to Heckaden, back to Schaff. Three-pointer from the left. Corner goes in by Schaff. That's another Lamar Bank and Trust three-pointer for Schaff, giving the Tigers a 6-point lead, matched their largest lead of the ball game so far. Nice job by Googie with a steal against the senior Herbert. Then it goes off the foot of Herbert as Heckaden tried to get it up the floor. It'll go out of bounds on the sideline, so Lamar will control it here. 6:02 to go, second quarter. Tigers up 6, 16-10.
That's a pretty good matchup over there with Googie and Herbert.
Yeah.
They're both quick, and they're both about the same size. I mean, Googie's got a lot more muscle on him than Herbert, but they're both really quick kids.
Yeah, Herbert had to come out. Nice job there by Googie. Herbert had to come out of the ball game. Googie took advantage of it right down the right side of the lane and able to flip it in with the right hand off the backboard. Tigers lead now 8, 18-10. Dawson with the basketball tries to feed it into Jones for Mount Vernon, and it's flipped away by Wilhite. Nice job by Wilhite getting in front of Jones. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Basketball on My Country 101.7.
Show your school spirit every time you pull out your wallet. Get a School Pride debit card from Lamar Bank and Trust. Whether you're a Lamar Tiger, a Golden City Eagle, or a Liberal Bulldog, we can print your team colors right on your card. Every time you complete a signature-based transaction, LBT will give 5 cents back to your school. May not sound like much, but over a year, it sure adds up. Stop by or visit lbt.com to learn more. LBT, a better way to bank. Member FDIC.
Back here to Lamar High School, Tigers lead it by 8, 18-10. 5:33 to go here in the second quarter. It will be Mount Vernon basketball, keying it in. Here is Jones, gets it into Zerby. Zerby gets it to Brown. That's where they're going to want to start everything, Todd, is through Brown tonight. It looks like Brown and Jones, those are the two that are going to definitely want to get the ball in their hands every time down the floor for Mount Vernon. Got a foul there on Heckaden as he was being physical with Brown trying to get through the lane. That's the first on Heckaden and the 14th foul against Lamar. I think they're going to really start watching them, too, a lot closer.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it. Dawson finds Brown, three-pointer from the right wing, off the rim, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a Lamar basketball. 5:08 to go here, second quarter. Lamar still leads by 8, 18-10. Sure would be nice to go into a double-digit lead here, Todd, this time down the floor.
Yep.
Googie will bring it up for the Tigers. Gets a screen from Wilhite down the right side. Gets it to Schaff. Now to Reed, top of the key. Three-pointer by Ethan Reed is good. That's a Lamar Bank and Trust three-pointer for Ethan Reed. And the Tigers go up 11 now, 21-10. Down the other end of the floor, Zerby gets it to Jones. Nice pass there. Inside is Turner with it. Turnaround missed by Turner, and the ball out of bounds off of Dawson's hands. So it'll be Tiger basketball again, 4:34 to go, second quarter. Tigers lead this one by 11, 21-10. Googie will bring it up for the Tigers again. I like what they're doing here with Wilhite up top, Todd, and Googie. But Mount Vernon has decided to go to a zone here, it looks like. Or maybe it's just a matchup, man.
Wilhite's just, their guy's just leaving him. He's just leaving Wilhite wide open up at the free throw line.
Yeah, Jones is just dropping back, isn't he?
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, it looks like it is a zone. It's
maybe a box and one on Shaw.
Googie's going to hold it out here and run some clock while the Tigers are up by 11, 21-10. Wilhite now has it. Gets it to Heckaden. Heckaden over to Reed. Reed tries to get it inside to Wilhite, but a foul going to be called And I believe that's going to go on Herbert, and that's going to be his second. Yeah, that's number 2 on Herbert, and the 4th team foul on Mount Vernon. 3:48 to go. Tigers up 11, 21-10. Schaff to Will Height in the left corner, back to Schaff. Going to swing it over to Googie. Back to Schaff, three-pointer by Schaff from the left wing. Bang! Schaff knocks it down. Another Lamar Bank and Trust three-pointer. 24-10. Tigers have opened it up now, the 14-point lead. And a turnover as Herbert tried to stop quickly, turned his ankle, and that'll give the ball back to the Tigers. 3:26 to go here, second quarter. And Todd, it's nice to see Tigers open it up now to 14-point lead.
Yeah, and Will Hight's going to get a break here, well deserved too. Gunnar Dillon back in the ball game for him.
Schaff holds it, 3:20 to go here, second quarter. Tigers don't need to be in a hurry in this set. Heckaden, senior as he is, pulls it out now, goes to work, gets it back to Googie. I think Googie can probably get into the paint about any time he wants off the dribble.
Yeah, I think Herbert's really about the only one out there.
Oh. Googie got pushed down there, got kind of trapped, and almost stood up. It kind of got to a knee, and they called the travel. Yeah. Turnover gives the ball back to Mount Vernon.
If Herbert ain't on the floor, I don't think there's anybody out there that can stay in front of Googie.
2:46 to go. Double team on Brown up top. Tigers almost get a turnover there. Jones with the basketball. Try to get it to Brown, and they miscommunicated there. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover gives the ball back to the Tigers.
Yeah, Heckaden's, he's in his shorts and getting after him here.
Yeah, I think he's kind of gotten into Brown's head just a little bit here in the first half of the ball game. Tigers up 14, 24-10. 2:36 to go here before the half.
Trace Wilhite comes back in for Reed this time.
Schaff with the basketball, with Brown against him. Gets it to Gunnar Dillon. Now around to Googie. Googie into the paint, finds Heckaden wide open for a three-pointer, and that make is the 4th three-pointer here in the the first half. That one by Heckaden. Another Lamar Bank and Trust three-pointer by the Tigers opens this thing up now 27-10. Brown with the basketball, top of the key. Gets it to Zerby. Zerby underneath to Jones. Misses a shot, rebounded by Dillon. Nice job by Gunnar Dillon underneath. Schaff with the pass there to Heckaden. Nice baseline drive. Heckaden just couldn't get it to go. Brown brings it down the other end. 15-footer goes in for Brown. 27-12. Tigers still lead it by 15. Minute 31 to go here before the half. Schaff will hold it out. Getting some instruction there from Coach Powell on what Coach Powell wants. A little pass there to Will Hyde. Gets it right back. Schaff with a 15-footer, no good. Rebounded by Brown and Mount Vernon. He brings it up against Heckaden. Drives the left side of the lane, no good. Schaff down the other end of the floor. Shot, no good. Rebounded there by Zerby for Mount Vernon. Quickly up and down the floor here. Jones, top of the key, three-pointer for Mount Vernon. Off the back of the rim, and it hits the crossbar. So that'll be Tiger basketball. 50.4 seconds to go. 27-12. Tigers lead it, and we got a timeout on the floor. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lamar Tiger basketball on My Country 101.7.
A winning team takes dedication, motivation, and inspiration to achieve their goals. Parks Mechanical and Excavation want to wish the Tigers and all area teams great success. Parks Mechanical and Excavation takes the same approach with every customer. Services that they specialize in are plumbing, heating and air conditioning, basic and advanced septic tank systems, dump truck service, roll-off dumpster rentals, skid steer service, demolition and backflow preventer installation and certification. Get the job done right. Call Dalton Parks at 417-682-3042.
50.4 seconds left to go here before the half. Your Lamar Tigers lead it against the Mountaineers of Mount Vernon 27-12. And it will be Tiger basketball here. And it'll be interesting to see if Coach Powell try to get 2 for 1 here, or if he'll just hold it for the last shot. Schaff going to walk it up for the Tigers. Down to 42. Brown on him. Schaff to Heckaden. Looks like Tigers are going to hold for the last shot here. Heckaden dribbles up top. Gets it there to Herod. Herod pulls it back out, gets it to Wilhite. Wilhite with Jones on him. Gets it back to Herod with 10 seconds to go. Herod looks, gets it to Wilhite, now with 7. Tigers are going to have to do something. That's Herod to Schaff, three-pointer by Schaff, misses, rebounded there by Jones, and that's how the half is going to end. Schaff got a good look at it, just didn't get that one to go. Tigers go to the half with the lead, 27-12. Come back, we'll have the Jones Plumbing and Heating halftime show, and Todd will have the Cox-Spartan County Hospital first half stats. You're listening, Lamar Tiger basketball on My Country 101.7.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Farming is a competitive business, which is why the 4 state farmers entrust their grain handling to Brandt, like Brandt's Field Grain Belts, capable of moving up to 14,000 bushels per hour. These belts are the most efficient in their class, saving you time and money. Our full line of augers, belts, carts, and vacs gets the job done every time. So if you're looking for an advantage at harvest time, get yourself some worry-free performance from Brandt and lead the field. Check out Seed and Farm at their new location at 33 Northeast 1st Lane, just north of McDonald's in Lamar. Check them out online at seedandfarm.com or give them a call at 417-682-6465.
A winning team takes dedication, motivation, and inspiration to achieve their goals. Parks Mechanical and Excavation want to wish the Tigers and all area teams great success. Parks Mechanical and Excavation takes the same approach with every customer. Services that they specialize in are plumbing, heating and air conditioning, basic and advanced septic tank systems, dump truck service, roll-off dumpster rentals, skid steer service, demolition and backflow preventer installation and certification. Get the job done right. Call Dalton Parks at 417-682-3042.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back here to the Jones Plumbing and Heating halftime show, where your Lamar Tigers lead the Mount Vernon Mountaineers 27-12, Chad. Looks like that first quarter Lamar outscored Mount Vernon 13-10. Second quarter they outscored them 14-2. So that's a
really good quarter.
That's a pretty good quarter.
Take that anytime.
They only had the one basket that Brown hit there, the little 15-foot jumper. Only 4 teams fouls on each team, so not very many free throws shot. Lamar's actually 0 for 1, and that was the only free throw took. Mount Vernon did not take no free throws. From two-point land, Lamar shooting 50%. They're 6 for 12. Mount Vernon 3 for 8 for 37%. From outside the arc, Lamar is shooting 45%, 5 for 11. And Mount Vernon is shooting 50%, 2 for 4. Looks like the turnovers, I got Mount Vernon at 7, and I got Lamar at 2.
Yeah, that was a big advantage for Lamar. You could tell in that first half with those turnovers. And, Tigers got a lot of points, actually, off those 7 turnovers.
Yeah, only 2 players for Mount Vernon scoring in that first half, and that's Jones with 5 and Brown with 7, So, I think Coach Powell will be pretty happy with that. He's wanting to hold Brown down.
Yep.
But, if you let Brown score 25 and nobody else scores, that's
it's chances are pretty good then.
Lamar's got several, looks like, I guess 4 kids in the scoring column, 5 kids, 6.
7. No.
I just had my screen rolled down there. Gunnar Dillon has 2. Trace Willhite has 6. Riley Heckaden has 3. Ethan Reed has 3. Ian Googie has 2. And Schaff leads all scorers with 11.
Yeah, Schaff kind of, got hot there and hit a few 3-pointers, which was great, to see him hitting those. And then it kind of got infectious because Heckaden hit one, and I think there was another one.
Ethan Reed hit one.
Reed hit one from the top of the key. So timely shooting there by the Tigers.
Yeah, so just a pretty good half of basketball. It was, you look at 4 fouls, and I'm kind of like, wow, because it was really physical and really rough. But good game to watch. I mean, they're both teams are getting up and down the court, and it's kind of fun to watch,
You bet. Well, that's Cox Barton County Hospital first half stats. We're going to take another 2-minute break, come back for more from the Jones Plumbing and Heating halftime show. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Basketball on My Country 101.7.
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated. Proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer. Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
Now that the sun is getting hotter, you need to stay cooler. Shady's Tint and Detail can help you do just that. Auto, residential, or commercial window tinting is a specialty of Shady's. They also do auto glass repair and replacement, plus spray-in bed liners. Stop in and see the new location across from Clements Plumbing and Heating on 12th Street in Lamar. Call 417-392-9200 to schedule your appointment. Stay cooler and protect your investment by letting Shady's tint your windows.
Welcome back to Jones Plumbing and Heating halftime show, where your Lamar Tigers lead it here at the half, 27-12 over the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. Todd, you talked a little bit there at the first part of the halftime show about how Coach is going to be really happy with some of the things the Tigers did there in the first half. I know the first thing that he's probably going to tell us, though, is his kids were enjoying it. And, they've overcome already some obstacles in this young season with COVID, with some injuries. And that was one of the things he told me, is he just needed his kids to have some fun. And I think that first half was exactly what they needed.
Yeah, and, there wasn't very many stoppages in that first half, but I noticed on the one timeout that they did have, Joel Beshore and Mason Gastel, they're all down there smiling, and pumping the kids on, and so, it just seems like everybody's having fun. They're happy for each other when something good goes right.
And that's a lot that for a team that have overcome some things so far is to be able to come out here and have a little bit of fun and get out in front in a ball game, that's going to help their confidence a lot, and just makes those shots in the second half go down a little bit easier.
And he talked to us a little bit there before Christmas. He said, last year he said we put a timeline on, where we wanted to be, and he said this year he said we're not going to put that timeline on there. He said we're going to progress and hopefully improve every week, every game, and just try to be peaking come March when
right time
when the districts start. This district that we're talking about, it's basically a Big 8 conference district. You got Seneca, you got Mount Vernon, Aurora, Monette, Seneca, us. I don't know for
East
sure
Newton,
all of them. Yeah, East Newton's in there, and that district will be down at Seneca again this year. So real nice facility down there to have a district championship.
Thanks for staying with us. The Jones Plumbing and Heating halftime show. We're getting ready to start second half action for the Tigers. To start it out in the second half will be Heckaden and Will Height, Googie, Schaff, and Reed, which were the starters there for the first half. Mountaineers now taking the floor. It will be Mountaineer basketball. Start the second half. Jones will key it in for Mount Vernon here. Tigers lead it 27-12. So hopefully the Tigers can just continue to pull away here in the second half. Zerby with the basketball to open it up for Mount Vernon on the right wing with Googie guarding him. Try to get it to Brown. Brown with right corner. Three-pointer by Turner. In and out. Rebounded by Googie. Googie quickly down the right side of the floor. Gets it into the paint, and a foul going to be called. Now what's going to be interesting here, is this going to go on Brown or is it going to go on Jones? It's going to go on Brown. That's going to be his first personal, the first team foul for Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon's got a player down on a knee back here at the half. And they're calling for Dave to come over and check him out. So let's take a break. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll come right back. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Basketball on My Country 101.7.
Explore your career possibilities at Cox Health. As one of Southwest Missouri's choice employers, we keep these traditions alive by continually investing in the technology, resources, and people that make us the region's healthcare leader. If you're ready to explore the possibilities of a Cox Health career, we'd love to meet you. Life-changing careers happen here. Call 417-269-5627 or go to coxhealth.com/careers.
Down for Mount Vernon was number 20, Clayton Turner. It's good to see him be able to get to his feet and walk off the court. And talking to Todd there at the half, I think what happened was he kind of dove at that rebound as Googie was trying to take off with it and may have caught a knee to the head or something there. But hopefully he's all right. Big Dave's down there checking him out. So on this end of the floor, Ian Googie's going to go to the Carthage Ag Service free throw line. First free throw for Googie is up and in. Tigers now up by 16, 28-12, 7:41 to go. Third quarter. That foul was on Brown of Mount Vernon. That was his first. Second free throw by Googie rattles home. 29-12 now. Tigers lead it by 17, and I believe that is their largest lead of the ball game. Brown gets it into Dawson. Dawson looks for cutting Brown to the basket. Now gets it off to Herbert. Herbert with Googie guarding him. Gets it to Brown. Heckaden almost got a hand on that one. Swinging around there to Zerby. Zerby, good-looking freshman there for Mount Vernon. And then a foul away from the ball as Heckaden is called for holding Brown. And you can tell Brown's getting real tired of the physical play because Heckaden, he kind of tried to push at him. So both of those players kind of getting after it here.
Yeah, and probably could have been called for a moving screen, too.
That is the second personal on Heckaden. First team foul here against the Tigers in the second half. Brown finds Dawson under the basket, and a foul going to be called underneath as Dawson tried to go up for the shot. That foul is going to go on Schaff, and that's his first personal, and the second team foul on the Tigers. And that will send Dominic Dawson, 6'2 senior, to the free throw line for Mount Vernon. First free throw a little too strong off the back of the rim.
Make sure you block out here, Chad.
You bet. 7:02 to go, third quarter. Will Height going to have to do a good job against Jones here on the blocks out. He does. He gets a hand on it, but Dawson able to track down his own miss there for the free throw. Now they get it to Zerby. Three-pointer from the left wing for Zerby goes down for Mount Vernon. 6:48 to go, 29-15. Tigers still up 14. Reed gets it to Schaff. Schaff, nice pass underneath to Will Height. Will Height powers it up. A little too strong, misses. It's going to go off the fingertips of Googie and out of bounds. It'll be Mount Vernon basketball. 6:36 to go, third quarter. Tigers lead it 29-15. Brown will bring it up. He walks it up here for Mount Vernon. Heckaden doing a good job on him tonight. They get it to Dawson, top of the key, inside to Jones. Turn around by Jones. Goes in with the right hand, and a foul going to be called on Will Height. This officiating crew has decided that they're going to call it a little bit closer here in the second half. And that is the second personal on Will Height. Jones at the line knocks in the free throw and brings Mount Vernon now within 11, 29-18.
Yeah, we need to get a bucket here, Chad.
Schaff with Will Height setting a screen. Now they get it to Reed, top of the key to Heckaden. Thought about the three-pointer, and a travel called on Heckaden. I didn't see him move his feet, but the official standing right there. That turnover gives the ball back to Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon has a chance to get it underneath double digits here. Tigers need to get a stop. Dawson with the basketball, and Reed almost with a steal, and then a pass taken away by Dawson, from Dawson, excuse me. Nice little dump-off pass from Schaff to Googie, and Googie scores it with the left hand. 31-18, Tigers back up now by 13. Herbert to Jones, top of the key. Jones holds it high, now finds Brown. Long three-pointer by Brown off the rim, no good, and a foul going to be called on Dawson as he was battling Schaff underneath. Schaff had a good box out there on Dawson.
You know, that last time down the floor when Schaff had that steal, none of the officials got past half court.
No, and Schaff had somebody riding him all the way from half court to the free throw line.
Yeah, but nobody was there to even see it, to call it. So luckily we got a bucket out of that and didn't, go the other way.
Schaff, a screen from Will Height, gets it to Googie. Googie into the paint. Little runner with the right hand goes in for Ian Googie. Back-to-back buckets by Googie has given the Tigers another 15-point lead here, 33-18. 5:07 to go. Pass to a cutting Brown into the paint, and a foul going to be called. That's going to be on Heckaden now. That's his third. So Coach Powell's going to have to make a decision on whether he's going to keep him on him or not, or if they're going to get him out of the ball game. They're going to take him out and bring in Gunnar Dillon. It looks like they're going to put Will Height on Brown. If he thinks he was getting bounced around there by, if they think he's going to get bounced around there by Heckaden, I guarantee you Will Height will bounce him around. On the other end, Schaff with a good little jump stop had Brown flying, fell down, but they called a push-off by Schaff, and the offensive foul is his second personal. That's the 15th foul on Lamar. So 4:52 to go. Tigers still up 33-18. Double team on Brown, and Will Height gets a hand on it, but it's controlled by Mount Vernon. Herbert has it, top of the key. Tries to get it inside. It's taken away by Gunnar Dillon. To Reed. Reed down the floor, and a blocking. No, that's a bad call. That is oh my goodness.
They're going to get it right. They're going to get it right. They're going to get it right.
Yep, they got it right. So I said it was a bad call because there was no way Brown was set on that. Tried to get in front, and they did get it right. They got Brown for the block. That's his second personal. Third team foul there on Mount Vernon. It's going to get physical here in the second half, folks. I can tell you that right now. 4:30 to go, third quarter. Tigers still up to this one, 33-18. Googie, shake and bake, move up front. Not able to convert it. Schaff with a three from the right wing goes in. Another Lamar Bank and Trust three-pointer by Schaff. The lead's now 18 by the Tigers. And a 30-second timeout going to be taken here by Mount Vernon with 4:09 to go in the third quarter. Let's take it with a 30-second break. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Basketball on My Country 101.7.
Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air would like to wish the Tigers coaches and all involved with the program a great season. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air has been serving the needs of the people in the area for years. With a trained staff of technicians, they can do the job big or small. Whether it's plumbing, heating, or air, they get the job done right the first time and at a price that's hard to beat. The staff and management, always a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers athletics and the entire school. Don't forget to schedule your appointment to get your system checked out before it begins to have problems. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air, located at 400 West 12th Street in Lamar. Give them a call today at 417-682-3797.
Back here at Lamar High School, Tigers up on the Mountaineers here in the third quarter, 36-18. 4:08 to go. Brown's going to have it for Mount Vernon. Gets it to Zerby, now to Jones, the right elbow. Back out to Herbert, right wing. Tigers look like they're kind of playing a matchup zone right now. Herbert has it, pulls it back, gets it back to Zerby. Zerby now back to Herbert. Mount Vernon trying to figure out this defensive alignment here by the Tigers. Get it to Jones into the paint. Nice little pass inside there. Goes to Landon Jones, and he is fouled underneath the basket. Ethan Reed came across the lane, swiped at it, got the block, but also got the foul call. That's the first personal on Reed. 16 foul on the Tigers. We'll send Landon Jones to the free throw line for the Mountaineers. First free throw by Jones is good. I'm assuming maybe this is brothers, but not sure. Tristan Jones and Landon Jones. Landon at the free throw line. Second free throw is also good. 36-20 now. 3:35 to go, third quarter, Tiger basketball. Mount Vernon full court pressure. Schaff to Reed. Now they get it to Wilhite. Wilhite, nice strong step. And a right-hander off the glass scores it for Wilhite. Nice move there by Wilhite.
Yeah, took it up strong, and took his time, got to the front of the rim and put it off the backboard and in.
Tigers lead at 38-20. Three-pointer at the other end by Zerby goes down from the left wing. 38-23 now. Googie, with an offensive foul against Herbert here. He was dribbling against Herbert. Herbert stood his ground, took the contact, and got the offensive foul called against Googie. That's number 3 on Googie. He's going to have to come out, and Herod back into the lineup for the Tigers. 3:01 to go, third quarter.
So more offensive fouls called tonight than we have all year, Chad.
38-23. Tigers still up by 15. Herbert with the basketball. Herod guarding him. Now to Zerby inside to Jones. Jones kind of double teamed inside into the paint. Tries to get it to Landon Jones, and it's taken away by Reed. Reed flips it out in front to Schaff. And a nice spin move by Schaff. Puts it up and in off the backboard. Tigers now up 40-23. 2:30 to go, third quarter. Zerby with it, left wing. Feeds it into Jones. Jones with a block there by Gunnar Dillon, and that's a jump ball. Heck of a block by Gunnar Dillon.
How many times have we seen him block shots last year, Chad? And there'd be times he might block 3 or 4 down the court, on the same possession.
Nice play there by Gunnar Dillon, And that is a turnover because the possession arrow is for Lamar here. So 2:15 to go. Schaff dribbles and is going to get fouled. I believe that's going to be on Brown. 2:12 to go, third quarter. Tigers up 17, 40-23. And it's called on 5. He wasn't even in the play. Herbert. So that's going to be 3 on Herbert. That's the 4th team foul on Mount Vernon. Nice inbounds play there to Gunnar Dillon. 10-footer goes in from the right side of the lane for Gunnar Dillon. 42-23, Tigers up by 19.
I like Wilhite on Brown. He ain't hardly touched the ball since Wilhite started guarding him.
Yeah, and Wilhite's not paying attention to anything else but Brown. Herbert fires a 3 up the top of the key there for Mount Vernon, knocks it down. 42-26. Tigers still up, though.
And Coach Powell will live with that. If they can beat us without him, then hats off to them.
Minute 32 to go here in the third quarter. 42-26, Tigers lead. Schaff with the basketball. Feeds Wilhite. Wilhite into the paint. Now to Gunnar Dillon, around to Herod. Herod, top of the key, hands it off to Reed. Reed thought about the three-pointer. Jab steps it, pulls it down, gets it to Schaff. Schaff with Brown on him. Come on. Now to Reed.
Jeez.
Todd wanting a foul there on Brown because he's pretty physical. Then they get it on Herbert as he tried to jump the passing lane. That's going to be number 4 on Herbert.
Chad, whenever you put both hands on somebody, that's a foul.
Yes, it is, Todd.
And you're just grabbing and getting jersey and everything.
And we usually see it called. Wasn't called there. Minute 2 to go, third quarter. They're going to leave Herbert in the ballgame with the 4 personals. Reed. Now Dillon back to Herod up top. Herod with Herbert guarding him needs to just take him off the dribble. He can't play very good defense against you. Herod with it. And there it is. That's number 5 on Herbert. He's going to go out of the ball game. Herod just tried to dribble back to the top of the key and got tripped up. The feet got tripped up. Herod went down, and they had to call the personal there on Herbert. So Herbert exits the ball game. That's the 6th team foul against Mount Vernon with 40.9 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And that one thing that does when Googie comes back in the game, who are they going to have to try to guard him at that point?
You bet. Herod drives the lane, missed it. Gunnar Dillon with the offensive rebound is going to be fouled on the putback. Gunnar Dillon working hard underneath, able to get the spin move, go up with that left hand and get the foul. That foul's going to go on Tristan Jones, his first. 7th team foul on Mount Vernon. Tigers will be in the bonus the rest of the game. Gunnar Dillon, first free throw, just misses off the back of the rim. 27.7 seconds to go, third quarter. Gunnar Dillon at the Carthage Ag Service free throw line. Second free throw, also no good. Rebounded by Landon Jones, gets it to Brown. Brown down the floor with 20 seconds to go, gets it inside to Jones. Jones with the right hand, misses the shot, rebounded by Schaff. Schaff to Wilhite, and a travel going to be called. He did take the extra step as soon as he caught it. Just tucking it under his arm and taking it upfield there, and got called for the travel.
Trying to get around the corner, Chad.
12 seconds to go. Mount Vernon has it. Zerby with it. They get it to 14. And
he double dribbled.
I don't have 14 in my stat sheet here, so.
14 is Hinder.
Okay,
right up top there.
Let's take a break here, and we'll come back for fourth quarter action. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Basketball on My Country 101.7.
There's nothing quite like good home-style cooking and a piece of mouth-watering homemade pie. You'll find both at Cookies Cafe in Golden City. They've been serving up fresh-made meals since 1942, and and there's no shortcuts taken here. For example, did you know that Cookies grows their own beef? You may ask why that's important, and the answer is simple. It ensures they serve non-growth hormone, non-steroid beef, and so you can enjoy quality, consistent meat with every meal. For home-style cooking with the convenience of eating out, it's Cookies Cafe on 126 Highway at Golden City, like Mom used to make.
Back here, fourth quarter action getting ready to start. 42-26, Tigers lead it. And Todd, you know, so far it's been a good one. Tigers jumped out fairly early in this ball game, has never given up the lead. And hopefully Tigers can hang on to this one, Todd, and get a victory here and give the Mount Vernon Mountaineers another loss. Michael back there running the video, and how's it look for you there, Mike? Never mind.
He ain't got a microphone. We didn't give him a microphone tonight, so we're not going to let him talk.
Mount Vernon starts out the fourth quarter with the basketball. Heckenham back in the ball game for the Tigers, as Zerby takes the three-pointer from the right corner, misses. Tigers with it down the other end. Quickly, Googie tries to dribble in, and a travel going to be called on Googie. Banged into Zerby, and Zerby goes down hard. And they're going to pull him up off the floor. And Coach Mike Ray here from Mount Vernon coming out to make sure that he's okay. He did hit the floor pretty hard. So in for the Tigers here, 7:43 to go, fourth quarter. Googie, Schaff, Gunnar Dillon, Heckaden, and Wilhite. Trace Wilhite. It'll be Mount Vernon basketball. And Jones going to inbound it here. Get it to 14. Sorry, I do not have his name. He's not listed on the program.
Yeah, I thought I had it, but I think that was from last year, Chad.
Jones with it. Feeds it inside to Landon Jones. Now they swing it around top. And 3 seconds in the lane is going to be called against Mount Vernon. That is a turnover, gives the ball back to Lamar. 7:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tigers lead it 42-26. Schaff brings it up for the Tigers. Gets the screen up top. Three-pointer on a step back against Brown. Goes in for Schaff. Schaff having a heck of a night tonight. Yep. Another Lamar Bank and Trust three-pointer there by Schaff. Tigers back up 19, 45-26 on the other end. Jones, Tristan Jones, with a 15-footer, knocks it down off the backboard. 45-28, 6:55 to go in the ball game. Schaff with it. Up top, gets into the lane, gets the ball knocked out of his hands by Brown. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Tiger ball. Key it in here on the baseline. Heckaden lining everybody up. Going to get it in, get it to Schaff. Now around to Wilhite. Wilhite drives, gets to the baseline there. Now they're going to swing it around. Googie back to Schaff now. Back to Googie. Googie gets it into the lane, and a foul going to be called on Tristan Jones, I think, for the block here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a long quarter, Chad. I think they're going to call a lot of fouls now.
That is the second on Tristan Jones and the 8th team foul on Mount Vernon, so Ian Googie will step to the line for some more free throws. That's the Carthage Ag Service free throw line. Googie's first free throw rims out. Mount Vernon with a rebound down the other end. Checked into the ball game is Rinker for Mount Vernon. Gets it into Tristan Jones. His shot up from the paint. Little 10-footer is no good, but a foul called inside. So Tristan Jones will go to the free throw line for Mount Vernon. That foul is going to go on Gunnar Dillon, his first personal, and the 8th team foul on the Tigers. Jones will go to the line for two. Misses the first. Ethan Reed back into the ball game. And also back into the ball game is Jarrett Zerby from Mount Vernon. Heckaden comes to the bench. Rinker comes back down to the bench for Mount Vernon. Second free throw misses there for Tristan Jones, rebounded by Gunnar Dillon. Gets it off to Reed on the outlet. Reed's going to bring it up the floor left side. Get to the top of the key. Gets it to Googie. 6:10 to go here in the ball game. Tigers still up 45-28. Schaaf being guarded very physical by Brown.
They're just going to play a little three-guard out here now, I think, Chad, until they get what they want.
Googie now back to Reed. Yeah, they're going to play a little keep away out here. Reed now finds Gunnar Dillon, top of the key. Swing it to Will Height. Now back to Reed, top of the key again. 5:41 to go here. 45-28. Tigers lead it. Googie gets into the paint, tries to flip it to Gunnar Dillon. He tracks it down, though, as it's knocked away by Landon Jones. They get it inside to Googie, and he's fouled underneath. That foul is going to go against Tristan Jones. That's going to be his third. He's picked up 3 here in the second half pretty quick. That's the 9th team foul on Mount Vernon. Sending Googie back to the free throw line. And that one rolls around every part of the rim and just didn't go through. Free throw is going to be important here. And the second one goes in for Googie. 46-28, now Tigers are up by 18 again. Number 14 for Mount Vernon has it. Gets it to Zerby. Zerby dribbles, gets it back to Jones. It's knocked away. Gunnar Dillon now controls it. Nice hands there by Googie. Schaaf, three-pointer, left wing misses. Gunnar Dillon with the offensive rebound. Put back is partially blocked. Brown with the dribble out, stolen by Gunnar Dillon. To Schaaf. Schaaf against Tristan Jones, and Jones is going to pick up the 4th foul, and that'll send Schaaf to the Carthage Ag Service free throw line for the Tigers. That's going to be number 4 on Tristan Jones. And the 10th team foul against Mount Vernon, and that's going to be double bonus here.
Full timeout, Chad.
Let's take a full timeout. You're listening to Lamar Tiger basketball, 1 minute timeout. 101.7.
Be prepared with a visit to MFA Produce Exchange in Golden City. They have everything from feed, seed, farm supplies, fertilizer, crop protection, custom application, and almost anything else to get you going this year. Stop in at MFA Produce Exchange, and they'll take care of you with a knowledgeable and friendly staff. Everyone at MFA Produce Exchange would like to wish the Eagles great success in the game.
At the Pump and Pantry in Lockwood, you can fill up your vehicle and you can fill up on great snacks or even food from the deli. Pump and Pantry is a full-service convenience store to take care of all your last-minute needs and always at great prices. Everyone at Pump and Pantry wishes the Tigers the best throughout the tournament, and a special good luck for Kanan Kamen Cooper. Pump and Pantry in Lockwood.
.458 to go here, 4th quarter. Lamar Tigers lead Mount Vernon Mountaineers 46-28. And at the Carthage Ag Service free throw line is Connor Schaaf having a good night tonight.
You know, actually, his first trip he's had to the free throw line tonight, Chad.
Makes the first. Oh, you stand out there and bury 3-pointers, you know, you don't have to worry about getting to the free throw line too much.
That was his 20th point, Chad.
Second one for Schaaf. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Tristan Jones. Tigers up 19 again, 47-28. Number 14 for Mount Vernon handling the basketball and gets his pocket picked by Googie. It's a held ball, and it's going to go with the alternating possession back to Lamar. Googie doing a great job with some active hands.
Yeah, you don't really realize how quick Googie is. You know, we've seen it in football, how fast he could break one open, but on the basketball court, boy, he's just really explosive.
Ethan Reed has it for the Tigers here. Gets it to Googie. Googie finds Gunnar Dillon. They're going to swing around into Schaaf's hands.
And I think that's the whole point of this little offense here, is just trying to move it around until Googie can turn the corner on somebody.
4:24 to go here in the ball game. Tigers up 19, 47-28. Wilhite with it underneath. Turns around, puts up the shot. Oh, that thing was halfway down. Found its way out of the cylinder. And a foul picked up here. Is that on Jones? Nope, not on that Jones. It's on the other one. Landon Jones picks up his first personal. To the line. Wilhite. First free throw is money. Tigers now up 20, 48-28. 4:17 to go. Schaff going to come out, take a little breather. Well-deserved, good ball game by that kid tonight. Wilhite's second free throw from the Carthage Ag Service free throw line missed. Tristan Jones pulls down the rebound, flips it to number 14. He's going to bring it up the court once again. Sorry, I do not have his name here on the program. He dribbles left side, gets the ball taken away there by Reed and Googie. Reed, cross-court pass to Wilhite. They feed inside to Gunnar Dillon, back out to Herod. Herod thought about the three. Now they're going to set it back up here, run some more clock. Nice decision there. 3:46 to go here, Tigers up 20. Reed with it. Now gets it to Gunnar Dillon. Herod short corner. He's going to dribble it back out with Brown guarding him. Brown grabbing, holding, bumping. Three-pointer almost put up there by Herod, but it's blocked by Tristan Jones. Now they get it to Wilhite between the circles, and he's just going to hold on to it. The Tiger faithful over there is kind of giving it to Kai Brown. 3:10 to go.
Yeah, there it is.
Kai
there
Brown.
it is.
Yeah, Herod against Kai Brown gets into the lane, and Brown gives him a little shove, picks up the personal. He's been doing it quite a bit tonight.
Yep.
Because of the physicality that was played against him earlier.
Yep. And Mount Vernon coach probably better sit down or he's going to get a technical.
3:09 to go here, fourth quarter. Herod goes to the free throw line for the Tigers. Carthage Ag Service free throw line make there by Jackson Herod for the Tigers. Tigers up now 21, 49-28.
Coach Powell sitting over here, he's wanting to smile, but he's not.
Herod missed the second, and a foul going to go against Reed as he tried to get the rebound there on the miss. And that's going to be the 9th team foul against Lamar. So next foul will put Mount Vernon in the double bonus. Second personal on Reed. 3:08 to go here in the ball game. Tigers still up 21, 49-28. Landon Jones stepped to the free throw line for Mount Vernon. Doing a good job at the free throw line. I think he's 3 for 3 from the line here tonight.
Yes, he is, Jed.
Schaff comes back in. Googie's going to take a seat. Landon Jones steps to the line for his second free throw. Second free throw also good. Schaff will bring it up for the Tigers. Back here at a 19-point lead, 49-30. Reed has it. Gets a screen from Wilhite. Gets it over to Wilhite. Wilhite's going to pull it up. Tristan Jones with the 4 personal fouls comes out to try to guard Wilhite. 2:43 to go here, fourth quarter. Ethan Reed comes and gets the basketball. 2:34 to go here in the ball game. Tigers just running some clock here. Gets it to Herod. Herod now with Zerby on him. Gets it to the top of the key. Finds Schaff. Schaff with Brown on him. Back to Herod. They're just playing some keep away to run out the clock here. Eventually, Mount Vernon will foul and send the Tigers back to the Carthage Ag Service free throw line. There it is. Reed's going to go to the line for the Tigers now. I couldn't hear what the name was there, but it was 14 that picked up the foul. I think they said Jimenez maybe. Not sure. But picked up the first personal foul there for him. That'll send Ethan Reed to the free throw line. Yep, it's Julian Hernandez.
but on the program they have him as number 15.
Yep, it's 14. Reed, second free throw, no good. Tigers up 20, though, again, 50-30 at the 2-minute mark left in the ballgame. Hernandez with it up top, dribbling against the Tigers. Now finds Zerbe. Zerbe to Jones, out to Brown, left corner. Jones, baseline drive, and a nice little runner by Jones off the backboard with the right hand. 50-32, minute 37 to go in the ball game. Tigers are going to win this one and give Mount Vernon another loss here. Always good to say that. Reed has it for Lamar. Minute 22 to go. 50-32, Tigers ahead. They're just going to run out the clock, try to play a little keep away. Herod gets it to Wilhite. You know, Todd, something that you can say about the Tigers, with Wilhite in the ball game, you don't lose anything from the free throw line because he's really good from the free throw line. And Brown, I get a 5-second call instead of the foul on Kai Brown.
He might have fouled him 5 times in that 5 seconds.
58 seconds to go. Tigers still up 50-32. Zerbe with it to Jones. Now to Brown, and he loses the handle of it. It's going to go out of bounds off of Schaff on the sideline. Mount Vernon will key it in here.
I don't think you can say enough about what Wilhite's done on Brown. And, you know, that was one of the few times he's touched the ball since Wilhite started guarding him.
Yeah.
And he's just face guarding him. You know, he ain't paying no attention to where the ball is. He's just chasing him around, not letting him touch the ball.
Yeah. They do get it into Tristan Jones inside the paint, and he's fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line here for Mount Vernon with 41.3 seconds to go. That foul goes on Ethan Reed, his third.
Matter of fact, I don't think Brown has scored in the second half because I think he had 7 at halftime, and he still has 7.
Tigers done a great job on Brown. Jones makes one of the two. Tigers has it now. They get it to Reed. 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Tigers leading 50-33. Nice job by Reed. Broke him down and took it right to the rack. Puts it up and in, 52-33. Tigers back up by 19. Jones, little 12-footer missed, gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in. Dillon gets the foul as he tried to block the second shot there. We'll send Tristan Jones back to the free throw line for Mount Vernon. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Jones, free throw for the old-fashioned three-point play is good. 52-36. Tigers just going to hold it here for the last 10 seconds. Great game here by the Tigers against the Mountaineers. Always good to see the Tigers win it. Tonight, 52-36 against the Mountaineers. We're going to take a break, come back for the Bull Insurance post-game show. Todd will have the Cox-Spartan County Hospital game stats, and we'll also have Coach Matt Powell up for the Community National Bank coaches interview. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Basketball on My Country 101.7.
Be prepared with a visit to MFA Produce Exchange in Golden City. They have everything from feed, seed, farm supplies, fertilizer, crop protection, custom application, and almost anything else to get you going this year. Stop in at MFA Produce Exchange and they'll take care of you with a knowledgeable and friendly staff. Everyone at MFA Produce Exchange would like to wish the Eagles great success in the game.
John Deere is known for quality equipment, and high quality often comes with the perception of high price. The truth is, buyers in our area who purchased a compact utility tractor from Heritage Tractor saved more than $2,000 compared to the competition. Dare to compare us before you buy. You and your wallet will be grateful you did. Nothing runs as long as a John Deere, and we'll prove it with our exclusive 10-year warranty. Learn more at heritagetractor.com/compare.
back here to Lamar High School. This is going to be the Bull Insurance postgame show. Tigers of Lamar get the victory over the Mount Vernon Mountaineers tonight, 52-36. Tigers at one point had a 21-point lead there in the fourth quarter. Mount Vernon was able to close it just a little bit in the last minute of the ball game, but a great win by the Tigers. They were kind of short-staffed, I guess you would say. Not able to be with, not able to have all of their players out here tonight. Didn't seem to affect them. Other kids stepped up, and Tigers win it, 52-36. Todd, go ahead with the Cox-Barton County Hospital stats.
Yeah, Lamar shot 43% from the free throw line, 7 for 16, 12 for 22 from the field, 54%, and they shot 50% behind the arc, 7 for 14, Chad. Mount Vernon 7 for 12 from the free throw line, a little bit better than what Lamar shot, 58% from the field. They were 7 for 14, 50%, and 5 for 9, 55% from three-point. The big thing here is the turnovers. I had Mount Vernon with 13 turnovers, only had Lamar with 6.
Yeah, and I think it was 7-2 turnovers there at half. So, Tigers, doubled that up. You know what I mean? It put about as many there in the second half, and done a really good job tonight, taking care of the basketball, making their shots. We kind of lit it up tonight from the three-point land, which is great to see. We definitely haven't seen the football Tigers kind of do this before from three-point land, so that was good to see the ball going in the basket. And like I said, even without Gastel, Beshore, or Austin Wilkerson on the floor tonight, so really good job.
Yeah, scoring for Mount Vernon. Brown had 7, which is what he had at halftime, was 7. Herbert had 3. Zerbert had 6. And one of the Joneses, the younger Jones, Landon Jones.
Yep.
I had to put him in late there, so I just got them both in there. Landon Jones had 4. And then
Tristan Jones
had 16, Chad.
16.
And, they kind of went to him in the second half when Will Height went over onto Brown, and was face guarding him. And he wasn't really touching the ball, and they were just throwing it into Jones in the middle of the lane, and he was turning around and shooting. Scoring for Lamar, looks like Gunnar Dillon with 4. Trace Willhite, nice game with 9. Riley Heckerton 3. Ethan Reed 6. Herod 1. Googie 9, and leading all scorers was Schaff with 20.
Yeah, Tigers did a good job. Schaff, yes, has that 20, but, all players getting in score, in the scoring column here almost, and good to see, Tigers did a great job of sharing the basketball, getting everybody involved, played really good defense tonight, keeping Brown under double digits, and, really, I think Coach Powell's going to be really happy with that, all in all, Todd.
Yeah, I mean, Heckerton did a good job on him. In that first half, he had to set there, I think, towards the end of the second half. But he did a good job on him, 7 points. And, the kid's probably averaging 20-plus, I'm guessing. And then when Willite had to switch back over there to him, like I said, he just didn't hardly touch the ball, a couple of times there. And he got real frustrated and, committed some fouls on defense,
Yep.
But, so I'm sure Coach Powell's going to be real happy with the job they did on them and how all the other kids stepped up and played tonight.
You bet. Todd, let's take another 2-minute break, and we'll come back for more. When we come back to the Bull Insurance postgame show, we'll have Coach Matt Powell up for the Community National Bank Coaches Interview. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Basketball on My Country 101.7 KHST.
Lockwood True Value Hardware has everything you need to get the job done right. They have hardware, paint, plumbing, and electrical supplies available now. Everyone at Lockwood True Value Hardware would like to wish the teams the best during the tournament. Lockwood True Value Hardware, your local home improvement store located on Main Street in Lockwood. Lockwood True Value Hardware. Call 232-4729. Geronimo's Auto Shop in Golden City does repairs on autos, tractors, grain trucks, well, just about anything on wheels. They're a full-service shop and work on farm equipment. Don't forget they have a huge stock of parts to choose from, including tires and batteries. Come see Geronimo's Auto Shop for state motor vehicle inspections. Geronimo's would like to congratulate the Eagles on a great season and best of luck in the tournament. Geronimo's Auto Shop in Golden City. At the Pump and Pantry in Lockwood, you can fill up your vehicle and you can fill up on great snacks or even food from the deli. Pump and Pantry is a full-service convenience store to take care of all your last-minute needs and always at great prices. Everyone at Pump and Pantry wishes the Tigers the best throughout the tournament, and a special good luck for Kanan Kamen Cooper. Pump and Pantry in Lockwood.
Town & Country Tire is your full-line tire shop with tire sales and service. When you need tire work done, Town & Country can do it on-site or on the road with their mobile service truck to get you back to work fast. Town & Country also does four-wheel alignments, front-end repair, and brake work. With Town & Country, you get a full-service tire shop excelling at tire sales and repairs. Everyone at Town & Country would like to wish the Tigers the best throughout the tournament. Town & Country Tire located at 108 East 7th Street or call 232-4266. Town & Country Tire, we are never too tired for our customers.
Welcome back here to Lamar High School, where Lamar defeats Mount Vernon 52-36, and joined with us now is Coach Matt Powell. Coach, kind of enjoying that win, I think, aren't you?
Yeah, we we're shorthanded, obviously, but we wanted guys to step up. We knew they were capable. We're still good enough to win ball games, but we'll put an emphasis on having fun and being more confident in yourself because they can do it. We told them, you're 5-5 the last 3 years. That's about, we're either 6-4 or 5-5 coming out of, our schedule's brutal early. Practice is pretty light because they're pretty tired and beat up. So, that's pretty impressive win. And they did. Our guys had a lot of fun. They were wound up. Their demeanor was a little bit different.
Yeah, you could tell they were having fun out there, and even the ones that were sitting on the bench, they did an excellent. They were having fun, yes. And encouraging them. Talk about the job that basically Heckaden and Will Height did on Brown.
They were awesome. There was not a single point in the game where they weren't, within. They were close enough to touch the whole time. Right. They might have got a little behind them. They do a lot of double screen action or screen. If Kai was going to go screen, he was going to receive us down screen. Right. And that puts you in a little bit of a pickle. But they were right there with them. And if they were trailing, our guys that, were guarding the screener did an excellent job of helping until they could recover.
Well, I don't know if you realize this or not, but he didn't score in the second half.
We know.
He had 7 at half,
That's
and
right.
he didn't score after that. So did a nice job there. Talk a little bit about your holiday tournament that you played in. We'll get caught up a little bit here down at Neosho. I know you had some wild games down there. I texted you a little bit. I kind of wondered what was going on.
And, I still don't know if I quite understand what happened. But, I played Crooked Oak at Oklahoma City. Played pretty well, shot it poorly. 11 of 26 from the free throw line is what that final one was, but had some clock malfunction at the end, and we ended up getting the ball underneath the goal or a little out towards the corner, but scored it to send it into overtime. Of course, the clock didn't start. But it was good. We've clocked it.
Have you ever seen that before?
No.
You're getting ready to say that their coach got a technical, and I think there was some
overtime.
I think there was some debate on, was it at the end of the game or was it to start
overtime? It was right. To start overtime. Right. It was over. We scored. The buzzer went off. It's tied. And then if I'm in that position too, I'm ticked.
Yeah.
But really, our guys did an excellent job of executing. With the chance, we were given the opportunity, and we
really wasn't a ball game in overtime. You guys you made your 2 free throws, and then I think you scored when you got the ball in the inbounds, and you scored there. So it was kind of a, I think
we knew, and we told them I'm not opposed to shooting a 3 for the win, like if we're playing a team of that caliber. But at the same time, they had one kid that was sent to the locker room who was their second best player at the end of the third, and then they had 2 starters foul out. So, I mean, they're down. I'm like, guys, if you can just tie it, get in overtime, we're golden.
Right. And then you went on to play Mack County next?
Mack County shot real good early, then went cold. They were long. They were good.
Yeah.
You know, when you got 6'10" and 6'5", and then you put 3 guys around them that can make the 3, it's a difficult guard.
Right.
But
good thing is they're not in our district.
Not in the district. Are in the conference, and it'll help when we have some time to prep for them. I think, you know, when we have, you know, 2 or 3 days to just focus on Mac, that was just, you know, that turn. We haven't even. We're all fundamentals and trying to get back in the, you know, back in the rhythm of dribbling and passing a basketball.
And then who did you have that last game?
Last game was Huntsville out of Arkansas. And we played good offensively. Defensively, we're trying to find our groove. They shot 60% from the field. I mean, they got a lot of good basketball players that high IQ and can make it.
Yeah, and this was your first game back from Christmas.
First game back from break. Yep. So.
Okay, what do you got going? I know next week you got Nevada.
Got Nevada and Marshfield, senior night, Marshfield on Friday.
Friday night.
Yeah.
And Tuesday night is Nevada up there. Both of them are double headers with the girls. Unfortunately, we won't be there because we're going to go over and do Golden City tournament next week.
All right,
Me and Chad both graduated from there, so we like to go over there. But we'll wish you best of luck on that, and then we'll be back with you over at Stockton tournament the following week, you know, to pick up your games there. So we're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with a player interview. You're listening to 101.7 KHST.
Most of the time, you never think of your insurance until there's a problem. Make sure the next time you need to call your insurance provider, they are there for you. Call Farmers Mutual. They have been serving the needs of the area people since 1892. Farmers Mutual has insurance for your farm and your home. When you need insurance, get the one that's been around, Farmers Mutual. The staff and management of Farmers Mutual congratulates the Lockwood Tigers for the pride they have shown and the success they have achieved. Good luck in the tournament. Farmers Mutual, call 232-4593 to speak to an agent.
Being helpful is what Arvest Bank is all about, and part of being helpful is listening to our customers, which is why Arvest Go, our mobile app, was recently certified by J.D. Power for providing an outstanding mobile banking experience. You can easily pay friends, securely lock and unlock your cards, deposit checks, pay bills, and more. So download Arvest Go today. Arvest Bank, ready to help. Member FDIC. For J.D. Power 2020 certification info, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Welcome back here to Lamar High School, and we got senior guard with us, Riley Heckaden. And how you doing tonight, Riley?
Oh, pretty good after that win.
Yeah, that's always a good one. Talk a little bit about tonight's game, and I know you had an injury to start the year coming out of football and missed some games there. What's it feel like getting back out there to play with these guys?
It's just been fun getting to come back out. At the beginning of the season sucked having to sit over on the bench and watch them play, watch them win games. So I'm just glad to get back out here and get to play with them and hopefully get this thing rolling and get some wins.
It'd be nice to get everybody healthy, and unfortunately, I guess Austin's not going to be back, you know, for basketball this year, but it'd be nice to get Mason and Joel back and get you guys all out there on the floor and get you meshing, won't it?
Yeah, it'll be really nice to get everybody back and get back to how we were playing when we played Barstow last year.
Yeah, there you go. But the guys, man, they stepped up tonight, the ones that needed to really step up, you know, and you and Trace Wilhite did a heck of a job on a very good basketball player.
We knew coming into this game that if we could hold him to under 10, we had a pretty good chance of winning, and went out there and guarded him in the first half, and Trace came in the second half and just continued right where we left off. And
yeah, did a great job. There towards the end of the game, you guys was kind of, I wouldn't call it a stall, but it was kind of like a weave out there with 3 guard. Was you guys looking for something special there? You know, was it somebody gets a lane to go to the basket? You know, you guys had the green light to do that.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a stall. We were just looking for open lanes. They were up and really playing on us, so we knew that if we could get them spread out and guard, we'd open up lanes, and that's what we did there to the end, and just kind of put the score on them there.
Yeah, you guys did a very good job there. Shot the ball very well, and made your free throws towards the end of the game when you needed to. So it's always a lot of fun to put a beating on a green team. That's what we always say around here. But we don't. I know you haven't been here that long, but I imagine you probably got a little bit of the hate like we do for them.
Yeah, when I first moved down here and I played them for the first time, it was we got to beat the green team, and kind of stuck with it going through football and now in the basketball.
Yeah, it's really bad in football, I know, but it's always fun to beat them. But we're going to let you get out of here, and I want you to enjoy your weekend. You want to send a shout out to anybody that might be listening tonight?
Shout out to my mom and dad for supporting me and helping me get through my knee injury and helping me get back in the gym and get healthy, and Coach Powell for still having faith in me after everything.
Yep. Well, we're all here for you, and you're doing a great job, and hope you continue to stay healthy and finish out this year.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for coming up, Riley. We're going to take another 1-minute break, and we'll be back, and we'll close this thing out. 1-minute break.
American Family Agent Eric Hughes invites you to come in and review your insurance needs. Eric has home, commercial, life, and auto to cover all your insurance needs, and American Family to back you all the way. Stop by the office today at 407 West 12th Street in Lamar, or call 417-682-3725. For peace of mind, have the right insurance agent, Eric Hughes and American Family.
American Family Insurance.
Hi, Tiger fans. This is Kevin from Bull Insurance Agency. Just like you, we are proud to support our Lamar Tigers. I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches, assistants, parents, and everyone involved that invests in our kids and community. From youth sports to high school, your commitment to our players is appreciated. Just like the Tigers, my team at Bull Insurance Agency will work hard to protect what matters most to you. So stop by or visit us online at bullinsuranceragency.com.
Welcome back to the Bull Insurance Postgame Show. Tigers win this one tonight against the Mount Vernon Mountaineers 52-36. This has been the Bull Insurance Postgame Show. I want to thank Coach Powell and Riley Heckaden for coming up and being a part of the Community National Bank interviews tonight. And like Todd said, always good to beat a team here in the Big 8, especially good to beat a green team in the Big 8. So real proud of the kids, played well tonight, and walk off with a 52-36 win. Todd, you got anything else?
No, not really. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all our sponsors for listening. Thanks to Michael Moyer up here tonight. Finally got the YouTube up going, and he said it all worked good, so we're going to take his word for it. But,
yeah, special thanks to the sponsors, though, as we said. You guys get a chance to get out and, get into their places of business. Try to do that. Tell them thank you. Tigers will have double headers next week up at Nevada on Tuesday night, and then they go against Marshfield. That game will be at home, I believe, on Friday night.
And that is senior night.
Yeah, and that's senior night. We're not going to be able to be here. We will be over at Golden City at the Golden City Tournament next week. So, come out here to Lamar and support the Tigers on Friday night. Head up to Nevada, of course, for the
another
Tiger
good rivalry up there.
Yeah, the Tiger matchup up there. And, if you want to go see some other basketball during the week when the Tigers aren't playing, travel over to Golden City or listen to me and Todd on the radio, bring some of those games to you. So.
Yeah, and Golden City does have a YouTube channel over there, too. We won't be linked with that, but you can listen to the radio and watch the YouTube over there. There is some good ball games over there and some good teams over there. So,
will you have the video, Michael, for the Marshfield games at home here Friday? This Friday? No, okay. So won't be able to watch that one, but come out here and root on the Tigers against Marshfield.
Yeah, the week after next is the Stockton tournament. We will be over there covering boys and girls both.
It will be on Huddle, the Friday night Marshfield game. Yeah, it will be available on Huddle per Michael Moyer. So, well, thank you again, and appreciate everybody tuning in. Tigers win it 52-36 against Mount Vernon. Thank you for joining us. This has been the Bull Insurance postgame show. And for the Lamar Tigers, Todd McDonald, Chad Moore, Michael Moyer, and, we just want to say good night, God bless. This is 1017 KHST.